Hello and welcome. And because of the content of my last video, I felt it really necessary to do a video on what I like to call the bloodthirsty complex. And it also is a fear factor in humans that own reptiles. After that first bite, after that first time we get bitten by our animal, we tend to be more nervous of them. And some people seem to believe that now that they've bitten you and tasted your blood, they're bloodthirsty. That's why I call it the bloodthirsty complex. This is not true with any animal on the entire planet. No animal is going to bite you once and then bite you 1,000 times over just because it tasted your blood and they like it now. That is a myth, that is not true, and it is the worst myth in the world for pet owners. This little guy just bit me yesterday, took a good chunk out, chewing on me for quite a while. I believe the actual grand total of how long he had held on to me was 15 minutes. But you see here, the very next day, he is no more inclined to bite me now than he was then. He is no more aggressive now than he was then. So get back on the horse, so to speak. Don't be afraid of your reptile because it bit you once. Try to master that fear. Don't let it make you more nervous because he's not going to want to bite you more than he did before just because he did once. In fact, if you handled that first experience well and did not overreact, if you handle the first bite properly, they may never bite you again because they realize that didn't work out the way they wanted it to. So they'll never attempt it again. Echo may attempt to bite me again. He may attempt to bite me right now while I'm making this video. That doesn't mean because he bit me that first time that he's now bloodthirsty and wants to bite me every time he sees me. That is a myth. That is not true. You see here, he is no more inclined to bite me now than he was weeks ago. He has gone through what I call reptile relapse, and I'll do a video on that as well. But I almost rather do that with Blue because I can pay more attention to what I'm saying and less attention to the animal. Echo still requires quite a bit of my attention to keep control of him. Blue I can almost ignore. Anyway, back onto the bloodthirsty complex. Don't buy into that myth. Get them out more. Handle them more. They need more attention if they're still at the state where they're biting you. Work stronger on the glove association. Don't back off and get scared. That's the worst thing you could do. But convincing yourself that it is now bloodthirsty and wants to kill you is the worst thing you can do. It's a myth. It's not true. It's in your head. It is your own fears making you more nervous of the animal because you now know how much it can hurt you. Get back on the horse. Get them back out. It's the best thing for you and them. And like I said, if you handle the first bite well, it may never bite you again. If that first bite doesn't hurt them, if that first bite doesn't get them the way they want, get them what they want, and work out the way they planned, then they may never try it again. Echo here did not enjoy chewing on me for that time, and he didn't get freed the way he expected right away. So I held him for a good 5 minutes and let him chew on me before I even attempted to let him go and get him to let me go. That almost instills in them that biting isn't going to work. It's not going to accomplish their goal. So after a bite, get back on the horse. Get them back out. Don't be afraid. They bit you because they were afraid. And if you develop a fear of them, now you've destroyed your ability to develop a relationship with that animal. Get them back out. They're not bloodthirsty. They were just scared.